We're here at John O'Quinn Field. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Baylor Bears and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Bruce Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, Houston's head coach told me right before the game he understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Bears ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running inside, it's Sanford. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Let's talk for a second about Houston. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion, like both these squads.
He's loose on the right. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Houston. Hello. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the single back. There he goes. He's at the 50. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Flagway wants to throw. Right side, it's Miller. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Back to throw, it's Flagway. He's got the tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Young. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a 6th sense.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Gets away from one. Tight end getting vertical. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The give. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Tosses it incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Turns up, it's Thomas. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Right at the line. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Pushes ahead for 1. It's second.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Young. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The run inside. It's Hughes. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Churns into the pile. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Left side is Thomas. Breaks into the open. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Wigman. Out wide left, it's Thomas. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll bring it back. Slips through the line, and the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Lagway makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Working the ground game. Enough to move the chains. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Lagway. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Finally, on defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points, but the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think, setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Runs through a man. He might have space. He stopped short of the first down marker, and a field goal would give them the lead late in the half. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 8 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Blue Devils on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, this guy's exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
Give to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. There's some room. He's at the 20. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Bears. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point.
Number 94 sets a kickoff.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out wide right, it's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Bears. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
29, Houston, 14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative play.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown Bears! Took it all the way back to the house.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Sends it downfield. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. 2nd and long here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Walker. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Left side, it's Thomas. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Gonna look downfield again. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Out wide right, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about this? These guys are going for 2. To the air, it's Wigman. Finds his target down the middle. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Number 91 sets to kick this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Way to pass. Fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
Push is ahead. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, you get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And that is incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to...
Caught, and he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Cougars headed quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Walker. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. Brings it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
Coming out with it, it's Morris. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane, and you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
They give it to him again. Turning it on. The 30. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Number 94, Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown Bears! And the pummeling has started. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this defense is...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.